4-3 overall, 2-0 in conference play. Florida Atlantic goes to 2-4, 0-2 in conference play. Tonight we'll have Coach Insel, followed by Acelyn Hayes, who had 23 points and 12 rebounds, her second career double-double, and Deja Cage, 8 points, 9 rebounds, including the game winner with less than a second left. First up will be Coach Insel. He'll do an opening statement and then take your questions.
I'm very, very happy with the win, but more than anything, the way our young ladies played. They just don't quit, no matter what the score. I think we were down maybe 7 with 3 minutes to go, and in the huddle, they were still talking to each other like, hey, we got to get a stop. And then Acelyn stepped up, and I think she hit 3 threes in a row. And then Annie, which had been struggling at the free throw line, hit 2 free throws that tied it. And then we went down and got a big rebound. And come back, and Annie knew exactly what to do and when to do it, not to do it too soon to give them another chance. And then Deja was coming in the backside, and, of course, everybody closed on Annie in the lane, and she hit her, and she laid it up. So, I'd like to say that I could take credit for that, but I can't. Those kids, those young ladies there have got the ability to play this game. They play it with passion, and they play it to win, and I'm very happy to be their coach.
Coach, you kind of just mentioned it. Can you kind of expound on how much fight your girls showed, not only today but yesterday as well, coming out in the second half and dominating the last 2 quarters, and then today what they did, just an incredible amount of courage, it looked like. Well,
they had playing 2 games like this is tough. And you got 2 good teams. Florida Atlantic's a very good team. They're very well coached. They got a star in Iggy, and their other kids can knock down threes. And that's dangerous. And one of their better players didn't make the trip with them. So when they get her back, they're going to be a very dangerous basketball team. They're going to win some games in this conference, and they're starting out right now 0-2. But they could very well be leaving here 2-0. But both teams were dragging a little, but they were making their 3. I don't know how many they made 10 out of 36. So they shot 36 threes. We shot 23. So usually we shoot more threes than anybody, but those guys, their kids were knocking them down.
Where did you experience, like, you're fatigued after playing 2 games? Where do you think that affected both teams the most in the second game?
Well, I would say starting the game. Once we got into the game, adrenaline took over a little bit. But starting the game, we had a couple of young ladies that was, Ace was not 100% healthy, and Annie had already went 38 minutes last night. I think Ace went 40. So, and then you got Lex, I think, and Courtney. I don't think we took Courtney out today either, did we? I hadn't looked at the minutes, but she probably played 40 minutes. So she played 38. Acelyn played 39. Deja played 35. They had one player that played 40 minutes, and then the rest of them 29, 28 around that. So, we just got to figure out what these 2 games in a row is going to do, and we'll come up with some kind of system. And what we did today was not bad, but we'll tinker with it a little bit and see what we got to do.
Coach, it seems you've had to use these runs, whether it be in the second quarter or in the fourth quarter, in the past 2 games. You kind of touched on this with the minutes being played, but is there anything you mentioned to the women about starting the game stronger so that they don't have to go on these runs later on in the game?
Well, we usually start pretty good. Today, I think we got down 23-12 maybe in the first quarter, but I was not concerned then. Really and truly, I wasn't concerned the whole game because I know what these guys can do. They're not going to lay down. They're going to play their hearts out. If they get beat, they get beat. It's not going to be because they're not giving the effort. I thought that Amanda Whittington did a good job for us. I felt like last night talking to Matt that, she knows the system. She can rebound. She's got length. There were some people that she could guard. So our whole intention coming in today was if we needed somebody, we were going to call on her. We told her this morning and walked through to be ready. And I thought she came out and did a great job. I really thought she did a great job. And we needed somebody like that to give us a break. She's able to give Annie a break there, a time or two, Deja a break, even her sister a break. So, I thought she really, really did a good job for us. Anything else, guys? Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Hey, Deja, congrats on the
Hi.
win. Can you just walk us through that last play? What was the call? How'd you guys execute it? Everything?
Um, the play, the play wasn't for me. It was definitely for Annie to go and do her thing. You know, she's definitely one of the best players in the country. And not only can she score, she has a great IQ. So I know how she plays, and she knows that I do my sneaky little cuts, and she found me, and then, you know, it just happened.
What kind of experiences did you learn having to play back-to-back games for the first time against the same team?
Man, you gotta adjust. You have to adjust because it's not gonna be the same type of game it was the first game. So, and you have to take care of your body. You gotta stretch. You gotta sleep. You have to just come prepared.
What kind of adjustments did you notice that they had made overnight?
They were definitely guarding me more out on the 3-point line. They were trapping at the beginning. They were trapping more in the post, so we couldn't get any post entries. And they were knocking down their shots. They were looking for their shots. They wasn't really shooting like that the first game, and they came down and knocked down some good threes. But at the end, we came out with it.
Well, I was real confident.
Anything else for Deja?
We would do what we had to do.
Thank you.
I mean, I know some people might not believe that, but Hayes did a great job keeping us in the game and 3 threes in a row. We got big time rebound on the backside.
Hey, Acelyn, congrats on the win.
Thank you. Hey.
You're welcome. So after missing a couple of games, you kind of get thrown into the fire here playing 2 games in 2 days. Have you noticed any fatigue that usually isn't there, or anything like that?
No, I think I think we came out and did good.
You go for 12 rebounds. Is that something you really focus for tonight?
Yes, I've been working a lot on like my rebounding and stuff. So yeah, I knew every time the ball went up, I went to the basket and tried to get every rebound.
What kind of things did FAU change tonight that you noticed being a guard?
On our plays, they were there like on the catch. So they were like, I guess they scouted us very well from last night, and they made it harder for us to get to the basket than the lane that we had last night. So yeah.
How did this experience on the back-to-back prepare you for your games in the future?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, how did your experience playing back-to-back games, whether it be adjustments or anything you need to do to prepare, how did this prepare you for the back-to-back games you'll play later on in the season?
It prepared us like we have to be more focused and like ready on the jump because we started out a little slower than what we did today. I think it's just because our legs were a little tired and we like were getting in our heads. But once the game started going, we were perfectly fine. And yeah, so we just need to focus a lot more next time, I feel like.
Anything else for Acelyn? Thanks, Acelyn.